Hey guys, it's been like a really long time. I've been busy. Well, okay, I'm lying. I haven't been that busy. But I've been doing a couple things, leveling up in the world, you know, or not. I don't know. Um, okay, I was going to do a vlog, but it wasn't going to be as long as I liked it to. So I'm just going to include clips of like the camp that I did for a band. I'm wearing a shirt. Here, you can just look at it. I hope you can see it. It was Edward L. Graves TSU band camp, Tennessee State, not Texas. Okay, and I did that for like a week straight. It was really hard, but I had a lot of fun. And I'll be going there next year anyway, so it's a good experience. So, today, we are going to be doing Hear Me Outs and Hot Takes. I haven't looked at any of them. I've been doing a Google Doc, which they're always anonymous, so I like to keep the secrecy, and that makes it more fun. If you do want to do the Google Doc and you don't know where to do it, follow my Instagram. I'll put it somewhere on the screen, I don't know. But follow my Instagram and I'll be posting about it, Okay, so I have 32 submissions. Now, if I don't get to all of them, I'm sorry, but just know I'm reading all of them, I promise. Just know if I don't get to it, I thought about you, I promise. Okay, I'm not gonna chatter too much, so we're just gonna get into the thing straight off the bat. Okay. I'm already irritated. Someone said, hear me out, the teacher fish from Bubble Guppies. Okay. Like Mr. Grouper, I think that's his name. And hot take, blocking people after you just met them is absolutely crazy. Okay, first of all, the teacher. Okay, that's that's your opinion, so I'm just gonna leave you with that. But blocking people after you just met them is absolutely crazy. Now this depends. This literally depends because I can't say I've done this before. But that's just because I don't like talking to strangers. You know what I mean? It's just like, why am I speaking to you? Or you've met a person that introduced themselves to you and you really didn't want to talk to them, but you just accepted their request or their follow, you followed them back just to be nice. You don't actually have to talk to them. I mean, I've definitely done it before, but I don't really block a lot of people actually. If anything, I just kind of stopped texting. I'm a bad texter anyways. A lot of my friends know that. I'm a really bad texter anyways, but when it comes to blocking people, I don't really block you unless it's just like you need to be completely disconnected from me. But if you're not like stalking me or anything, I don't need to block you. So I mean, that's a pretty good hot take. I can see where you're coming from though. But the hear me out, I don't know, I might have to ignore you. I don't know. I might have to ignore you on that. Okay. Hear me out, the troll that lives under the bridge, Dora. I'm gonna look this up. Because I feel like the troll that lives under the bridge. I can't spell Endora. No. No. Seriously? I wish you I don't even know. I wish you explained this more, because this is like, I'm about to ignore you. Like, I'm going to block you, ignore you. Seriously though? Like you're down for that though. Why? I don't get that. I guess I would need to hear his voice or something. Cause that's not no. No, I'd rather take the teacher fish than him. I'm just gonna move on, no. Hear me out, Mr. Wade. If you're not in band with me, you don't know who this guy is, but I know. No. I'm covering my ears. No. Mr. Wade? You mean the sass master? No. I don't like, no. He was a hear me out before he opened his mouth. Then he ruined it for himself. No. He's just too, I don't know. No. He was till he wasn't. Okay? Like, I don't know, he just opened his mouth and I still remember his introduction. I like long walks on the beach and my cat's name is Bugger and No, he wasn't hearing me out till he opened his mouth. Okay, here, hot take, Chick-fil-A is overrated and overpriced. Hear me out, Uncle Rad from Bluey. Who is Uncle Rad? I know Bluey. Uncle Rad from Bluey. Okay. Now this one, okay, Uncle Rad, I could see where you're coming from because I remember hearing him. I think I see this one. But Chick-fil-A being overrated and overpriced, so what? Do you think Raising Cane's is better? Because I definitely don't. I'm gonna be honest, if I had to pick between, I'll be honest. Like, I'm gonna be let's take a break. Okay, now that we're back from our break, so if I had to pick between all the chicken places that we have here in Mississippi, so we only have a select few. We have Slim Chickens, Bojangles, Chick-fil-A, Church's Chicken, and like in Olive Branch if you want to drive far. Popeyes, and no, I'm forgetting some. I'm thinking like fried. I'm thinking like more like fried, like not like McDonald's, cause whatever. But first of all, Popeyes is nasty, and I'll die on that hill. It's not good. It's not good. It's not. I hate Popeyes. I hate it. I can't get behind it. Now I will say this: their chicken sandwich is pretty good on a good day. I really like chicken sandwiches though, but so Popeyes can go. Slim Chickens is a more seasoned. Oh yeah, Zaxby's. I love Zaxby's. Like, I love Zaxby's. Zaxby's is a more seasoned version of Raising Cane's, which is why Raising Cane's has to go, because they don't even season their stuff. The cane sauce literally tastes like Zax sauce, and you can't tell me otherwise. I'll die on that. I'll literally die on that. That's my hot take for this whole video. Zaxby's is it's a more seasoned version than Cane's. It is. It is. And it's just like, Chick-fil-A overrated and overpriced. I will say this, overpriced maybe, but I'll show you right now. I get a chicken sandwich with macaroni and cheese and a sweet tea, and that's like $14. That's not terrible. It's not that bad, to be honest. No, it's $13, and if I get a cookie, that's $14. It's not terrible. I wouldn't say it's overpriced. Overrated? Some people would die for Chick-fil-A. Now, if Chick-fil-A was the last place to eat on earth, I'm not complaining. But overrated? Depends on who you talk to. Because my band director, if you know, you know, that's someone you'd have to fight with that on. But I love Chick-fil-A though. I love Chick-fil-A. I don't think it's overpriced though. I almost called you broke. I'm sorry. I don't know who you are. I don't think it's overpriced. I'm gonna be completely honest. I just really don't think so. Sorry, I just saw somebody out my window riding the... What's that thing? A hoverboard. I haven't seen one of those in like forever. Anyways, let's go to the next one. Okay. Hear me out. Wolf from Bad Guys. I just clicked out the app. Okay, anyways, back from break. Okay, next. Hear me out. Wolf from Bad Guys and Kawnashi. Who? Am I saying that right? Kanashi? I don't know what that is. Kanashi. Bro, I feel like I sound racist saying this. I feel like it's like an anime or something. Hold on. If my phone would work, that would be like really awesome. Okay, there. Okay. Let's look this up. Kawanashi. Kawanashi. And you know what? This isn't even bad. This is not a bad hear me out. I like it. I mean, you definitely have taste. You have a lot of variety with this. Oh, and you know what? I gotta blur this next part out, but I really agree with you. You know who you are, just know. Mm-hmm. And hot take, that low-key shouldn't be a hot take. To be honest, looks do matter. I love that you said that. Okay, I love. Okay, listen. Looks definitely do matter. I think I start with personality first because I think that you naturally come to think that that person is attractive after you see like they're funny or they're outgoing or they have traits that you like. If you go off of looks alone and then you see their personality is like dry paint, you'll get bored. Like you'll get like really bored. Like sure, you have a gem on your hand, but now what? It's boring. I think me personally, I think I really go for a little bit of personality more because beauty is subjective. I could think you're chopped cheese, and the next person over will think that you're the hottest thing next to Ryan Reynolds, which nobody will be. But you see what I'm saying? I think that's a good. You have a point. You literally have a point, and I agree with you. It depends on who you ask. I think that's more of like that's really a subjective and opinionated thing, and I'm definitely not disagreeing with you on that. I definitely see exactly what you're saying. Hold on, sorry. Sorry, I'm trying to edit the screenshot as I go because I don't want to forget. Okay, cool. But yeah, no, I agree with you. I agree with you. Looks definitely do matter because you can't just be funny, but then when I look at you, your face is the next joke. That's not gonna work. It's not gonna work out. It's not gonna work. Like, you don't have to be a total 10 out of 10, because that's definitely not required. But you're not gonna be chopped cheese around here. Like, no, you're not gonna be minced, you're not gonna be chopped. But you're not gonna be a total 10 out of 10, and that's okay. You know? And here's the thing, like, here's a hot take. A lot of guys that see girls wearing a lot of makeup think that that's how all girls look. Girls don't have bushes for eyelashes. And I'm not saying wearing lashes is wrong, because I wear lashes sometimes. I do. But like, like those lashes that look like they're about to fly away? No. I don't like that. I don't like it. You obviously are entitled to wear whatever you want to. I personally wouldn't. I wouldn't. But a lot of guys think that. Do you guys know who Brooke Monk is? Because I don't. Maybe I'm just overly online. But Brooke Monk, a video got out of her without her makeup, and all the guys were calling her chopped cheese, and they were calling her like she was catfishing and all these other things. No, she just looks like a real girl. Not every girl just naturally has highlighter and blush cheeks. And blush cheeks and glossy lips all the time. That's not how it works. That's just the glammed up version of us. And even then, the natural look is still pretty, to be honest. But some guys aren't ready for that conversation. Just saying. Okay, let's keep going. No. My biggest hear me out ever is Nick Wilde. I'm not even gonna say too much on that. Yes, this is a good hear me out. This is a good hear me out, and I have yet to see girls or even guys subject to this. Yes. Absolutely yes. I completely agree with this. I agree wholeheartedly with this. I like the way you think. Okay, this looks like a hot take. Get away from their people, get away from their people you know. I don't know what that means. I might cut this out. I really don't know what you mean. Get away from their people you know. Oh, the next one. The next one says, oops, I accidentally sent an unfinished response. Okay. I was about to say, what? Oops. Sorry. Okay. This is why you don't judge a book by its cover. Sorry guys, I can't talk. Okay. Get away from their people you know. Not saying to cut off your family or friends, but just like go out on your own. Go to a college where no one else you know goes to. Go on a trip on your own. Just like do something not involving close ones. Like find out who you are without the influence of others. And I like that. I like that you said that. Get away from, you meant get away from the people you know. And that is a really good point. You know, you don't have to go far to have a vacation. The staycations exist. People, I don't see a lot of people talk about that. Staycations exist. I think nowadays people are so uncomfortable with the thought of being by themselves. That's why so many people chase relationships when they don't need to be in one. Or they're constantly going out of their way to try and insert themselves in places they don't even need to be. They're uncomfortable with being comfortable with themselves. So they use other people to distract themselves, what really matters, which is themselves. And I think that's really important. Like me personally, I love my alone time. I like discovering who I am, knowing who I am without having bystanders in my ear. I don't need you to tell me who I want to be or who I am. You know, the only person I can tell you or understand you completely is you. You see what I'm saying? Going on a trip on your own, that's a huge thing. Now this does depend though. This does depend. Because it is important for that safety, because the world isn't that safe anymore, unfortunately. It is important to really know who you're going with. Know your persona. What I mean by that is know the people that you hang around with. And I think it's very important to know what you tolerate. Who you deal with is what you tolerate, and what you tolerate is what you are. If you hang around, if you're, this is for the guys. If you're a guy and you have your homeboys that always catcall girls, you're a catcaller too. You're not stopping it, you're condoning it. Which means you are one of them. What you tolerate is what you are. So that really shapes who you are, you know what I'm saying? And being alone never had to have a negative connotation. It never had to be a bad thing. People just made that out to be bad because the world has turned so codependent. It's sad. It's sad. It is. Like, do we not know how to have solo dates anymore? You know? I think the perfect hangout with myself is going on a walk, then stopping at like some small restaurant, reading a book, and eating. That sounds so awesome. That sounds awesome. You don't need to have people to have fun. And if you do, you need to dig into yourself and think, what is it about me that I don't like about me that I think is not fun? Because you don't want to be by yourself, but why though? You know, like me personally, I journal like often. I journal so much because I think talking to your friends about a situation can only do so much. Yes, it gives you another perspective to think about, but they weren't there. Unless they were, that's different. But if it happened between you and another person, talk about it with yourself. Figure out what about that situation made you so sad or so mad or even so happy. You know, I thought I was mad about a certain situation till I wrote it out. And then I figured out what I really thought I was mad about. I was actually just upset and even disappointed. I wasn't mad. You know, anger, you feel anger so much quicker than you feel sadness, and then you feel confused because why am I sad right now? I'm supposed to be angry, but you're not though. So being alone comes with its own kind of perks, but so many people will never get that or even experience that because they don't know how to be by themselves. But I hope one day they do. I really like this hot take. Thanks for sharing that. I actually really like that. Okay. Hear me out. Oh my gosh. Hear me out. Skinny Nikocado avocado or queso. And I like that. Now, Nikocado avocado, no. I can't see it only because when he first revealed himself, he just looked like a dead version of himself. It was just like weird, like a walking skeleton, like nice human cosplay. He looked like a skinwalker. I just wasn't messing with it. But Queso, I love Queso. I love Queso. I watch him all the time. Like literally all the time. I love him so much. I went to Cece's like yesterday and I saw his mac and queso pizza. I didn't get to try it because they weren't making it at the time, but it looked so bomb. And I wanted to try it. It looked really good. But I didn't get the chance to. But that's okay. Hear Me Out, Colleen Sanders. I can't read, sorry. Colleen Sanders. And you know what? Yes. Just seeing her photo, yes. I will agree with you on this. I think she's more of a sit down and listen. I like her. She's pretty. I like her style, and she kind of makes that hairstyle. She makes it work. I think she's cute. Logan? I'm not even gonna read that first part because you just irritated me. You mean this guy?
Happy birthday, Logan.
Cut. You're cut. Okay. Fiona's mom, that girl from Mob Psycho 100. Let me look at her. Fiona's mom from... You know what? Sure. I'm not against it. I am not against it. I'm like, you know what? Okay. In the rest of that, I'm gonna skip half of that. And another Hear Me Out would be the star in Hardee's. You know what? I'm not totally against the way you think. I'm half with you, half ready to go. I agree with you and then I don't, but you know. Hold on. Because I have to cross out half of what you said. Because you can't be in here just talking crazy, bruh. But no, I agree with you on the lady in whatever you just said. Sorry, I'm not really paying attention to you, Logan, because I can't believe you really said this. I can't believe you really said this. Okay, you tickled me. Okay. Hear Me Out, Karen the computer from SpongeBob. Okay. Y'all, I was shocked to find out that the voice actor for Karen and SpongeBob's voice actor were married. I thought that was kind of crazy. And I was little, so I thought that Karen was cheating on Plankton with SpongeBob, and I really didn't, like, comprehend that that was, like, not the case. But, yeah. And people self-diagnosing themselves is taking away opportunities for people with actual disabilities. And I agree with that. Y'all remember in, like, prime 2020 when people would pretend to have tics? Why are you doing that? I knew a girl my freshman year of high school and she actually had tics and it was like really bad. She was in band though, which was pretty impressive. And she was like first chair and everything. I forgot her name, but I know what I'm talking about. But yeah, that's like not cute. And I never got that. And I never understood why it was like quirky. And you guys remember those people who would act like they were teleporting to another universe, like anime universes? Especially the My Hero Academia people. I like hate to say that I love My Hero Academia, but those people were tripping. What was it called? Like shifting? Who are you feeling like? I did not like that. But that is true though. Like, people love idolizing ADHD. That was never cute. That was never cute. You should never try and sit here and act like you're something that you're not. It's not cute and it's not funny. You can't just sit here and say that because now it's downplaying everybody else that actually has it. And it's mocking them. It's ugly. It's disgraceful. I'm not going for it. So I do agree with you. Thank you for sharing. This is a hot take. Healthy relationships are boring compared to toxic ones. should heal. Ooh. I think you should heal. I don't know, something about that. And then you had the nerve to put LMFAO at the end. You should heal from that. You think it's boring because you don't know how healthy being healthy actually is. You think it's boring because you're used to having to be on your tippy toes about every little thing, or you're probably causing the problem for the other person. And that's not cute. You're not cute. I don't like it. And I don't agree with you. Because this is coming from someone that was in a very toxic situation. Now that I'm out of it, I'm not gonna lie, I used to think the same way. Like, being healthy is boring, it has no fun. But where is the fun in going to sleep hurt every night? And crying all the time, always having a pit in your stomach, constantly feeling jealous. You can't even think about yourself because you're more worried about the other person. What was so thrilling and fun about that? Nothing. That's just because you haven't healed and you're not, I don't know, something about that almost triggered me. No. I just don't agree with that. I don't. Because I wish that lawnmower would be quiet. Like, I wish. And it's right in front of my window. I wish. Just ignore it, guys. But no, I don't agree with you. I think you should heal. Hope that helps. We're gonna move on from that. Hear Me Out, Baymax, and Mr. Potato. I love Baymax. This is a sit down and listen. I love Baymax. Mr. Potato, he always had an attitude, and I don't like that. Like, why though? Like, you're the one that has to be put back together, not me, bucko. I agree. I think this is one of the more tamer ones I've seen. So I agree with you. Definitely on Baymax. I love Big Hero 6. I feel like that movie is not talked about enough, and it should be. The brother that died is a Hear Me Out. I don't remember his name. Okay. Hear Me Out, the bird from Rio. The boy or the girl? And which bird? Which bird? The main bird, or... Because I've seen some people say Hear Me Out on the white bird, and I'm not going... No, he gave me the creeps, and I never liked him. But, like, which bird, though? Rio is... Or the fun ones, like the ones that were, like, singing all the time, the red one and the yellow one. They were nice, too, but they're not really my Hear Me Out. But what bird? What bird? Interesting. Okay. You just made me mad. I'm gonna skip exactly what you just said. I'm not even gonna say what you said. Y'all are playing. Hear Me Out, the crow from Bad Guys 2. I'm gonna look this up. The crow from Bad Guys 2. And you know what? Maybe. I don't disagree with you. But I'd have to watch the movie to see. I only watched the first Bad Guy, so I don't know. Hear Me Out, the map from Dora the Explorer. And you know what? This is worse. No, this is better than the troll. Whoever said that. This is better than the troll. So I'll take it. I'll take it. I see where you're coming from. Hear Me Out. Ooh, I like where this is going. Hear Me Out. Jisung, Roderick Heffley, and Mahito. Yes, and S. I meant yes. Sorry. This 5 stars, transcending the game. This is... Sorry, ignore the lawnmower. Y'all know that sticker? Y'all know what I'm talking about. I'm gonna stop. You know what I'm talking about, bro. Yes, this is transcending the game. Absolutely. Roderick Heffley was my biggest crush when I watched those movies. My biggest crush. And then they screwed up by changing the actors for, like, the last movie, I think, and I hated it. because I didn't like him. I don't know what movie it was. I think it was the one where they went on vacation. No, it was the one where they were like, it was like a road trip or something, and he was so chill. He was so chill. I hate it. In Mahito, I don't know how to say his freaking. I know who you're talking about, and yes, I just don't know how to say his name, but yes, transcending the game. Okay, hot take. People no longer understand the meaning of hot take. Mint chocolate chip is a good ice cream. Love Island and other reality TV shows, as well as social media, has ruined people's perception of others and how a relationship should work. Who are you? Because I want to have a conversation with you. I like you. Yes, yes, and yes. First of all, if you say mint chocolate chips taste like toothpaste, you don't brush your teeth. And I don't care. You don't brush your teeth. You don't. You're a liar. It doesn't taste like toothpaste. It tastes like yumminess. And you're a liar. I wish this lawnmower would go away. And Love Island is TV slop, and you can fight me on that. Love Island is TV slop. You really mean to tell me you're sitting here, especially to the boys, you're really sitting here watching these people have affairs with each other and cry over bops? I don't even get that. I'm not gonna watch it. And millions of people voted about Love Island, but you can't get in the poll for election day? That's funny. That's funny. And it's TV slop. It's TV slop, and I'm not going for it. I'm not going. No. I'm not going for that, and I won't, and I can't, and I will not stand for it. Love Island is TV slop. And if you watched the AI Fruit Love Island, you should block me. No, you should block me. I don't like you. Because there's no way you're sitting here watching AI slop. Like, really? Sorry, my mommy was calling me. Yeah, my mommy was calling me. Guys, we're getting Pizza Hut. I'm so excited. I love Pizza Hut. But, yes, okay, let's talk about the reality TV shows for a second. I feel like that can be a whole other video for another day. And I'm really glad, whoever you are, I'm so glad you brought this up, because I have such a strong opinion about this. There is no way people enjoy watching stuff like that. And I will say this, you know what I do like watching? 90 Day Fiancé, because I feel like it's more legit. I think it's less scripts and it's more legit. I like watching reality TV, but when I see slop like Love Island or Farmer Needs a Wife, I know somebody's heard of that. My mom likes that show. I watch it when she's watching it, but I'm not gonna watch it on my free time. That show, man, it's alright. And then I watched this one show on Netflix called The Ultimatum, where it was like, it'll be a boyfriend and a girlfriend, and maybe the boyfriend wants to get married and the girlfriend doesn't, or the girlfriend wants to get married and the boyfriend doesn't, and they go on the show and they meet like 4 other couples and they all break up on the show, and then they just, you know, they mingle and they talk to the other people, and they, by the end of the show, the goal is to see, will you get married to your partner? Will you leave with another person that you met at the show that you're interested in, or will you go home alone, single? Now, that show is pretty good. I saw a lot of the couples, I watched all 3 seasons. That show brought me through junior year of high school. Transcending the game. Okay, it brought me through all 3 years. It was good. It was good. A lot of couples did end up getting married. A lot of them. A lot of couples that I didn't expect to get together actually did, which shocked me. And there was one couple that didn't get together, and I was so mad because I really wanted them together, but it's fine. But reality TV, if you get so sucked into it that you really think that's going to be your reality, you're dead wrong. I'm sorry, you're dead wrong. And I have such a strong opinion about that, and I feel like that should be another video. I'm about to consider it, because that's just so, I feel like that is a whole other conversation, because I don't know. I'm trying to get into another video. Yeah, I want to talk about this more, but I can't make half the video about that. So just know I am going to come back to this, and I am so glad you said that, and I will be back for this, because this is a whole other video for a whole other day. Thank you for sharing that, because yep, you're transcending. Okay, hear me out. Chew. Okay, you gave me a list. Doc Ock Lady from Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse, Groot All Stages, Any Spider-Man, Jacob from Twilight, Treble Clef. Anything slightly sharp or pointy, a glove, and Blaze from the Monster Machines, and his driver. You have a strong, strange opinion. I can hear you out on Doc Ock Lady. Yep, I can. Any Spider-Man? Yes. Groot All Stages. Even the baby? Are you sure? Like, you don't want to rephrase that or say that any differently, or like, are you sure? You sure? I don't think you mean that. I don't think you mean that, and I hope you don't. Treble Clef. As someone that reads in Treble Clef, I guess. Like, no, I guess. Like, I guess. If you insist. Anything slightly sharp or pointy, no. No, I'm not gonna hear you out. No. No. Jacob from Twilight. I never watched Twilight. I'm sorry, I never watched Twilight, and I told myself this summer I'd watch all of Twilight so I could get the hype. I feel like I'm missing out. I haven't watched it, I'm sorry. I haven't watched it, but a lot of people are Team Edward. And I kind of want to see why, but, you know, we'll see. And then hot takes. Peter is better than Spider-Man. Isn't Peter Spider-Man? Okay. Jacob is better than Edward. Moon Knight has more aura than Batman. Pac-Man is the second best video game of all time. And people who sleep with socks are weird. To be honest, I sleep with socks on every day. I love it. It's transcending the game. I love it. I'm not gonna stop. I won't stop. I'm actually wearing really cool socks right now. Y'all wanna see? I hope you guys can see this. Can you guys see that? It has cats on it. They look cool. Oh my god, that's hurting me. Okay. I hope y'all saw that. I love wearing socks to sleep. Like, you really like don't like that? But I know a lot of people don't like that. Which is like bummer. But I love wearing socks to sleep. And this might sound strange, but I don't like when my feet touch at night. I'm not a fan. At all. I don't like it. I can't say too much on Jacob being better than Edward because I never watched it. Moon Knight has more aura than Batman. I'm not even gonna say anything. No. Pac-Man is the second best video game of all time. I will say it's more iconic. I will say that. It's more iconic. You'll never meet someone that has never heard of Pac-Man. Same for Mario. You'll never meet someone that has never heard of Mario or played it. You know what I mean? Well, some people may not have played it, but you know you've heard of it. So I guess I can agree with that. And people that wear socks to sleep are cool. Anyways. Hear me out. Leo from Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Transcending the game. Yes. And let me tell you something. I had the biggest crush on Donatello when I was little. When I was like 9 years old. I had the biggest crush on Donatello for like no reason. Donatello and Leo. Yes. Absolutely. Yes. I like so agree with this. I so agree with this. And honestly, hot take, I like the one from... I like the animated series from, like, what, 2019? Whatever the one was pre-COVID, better than that new one. I'm not even going to watch it, I'm not going to lie. It feels too kiddie for me. Then again, I am pushing 18. Anyways. Hear me out. Chase from Lab Rats, but, like, toward the end of the series. And you know what? Not a lot of people talk about Lab Rats, which I feel like, why not? And not a lot of people talk about Disney XD enough. And you know what? Might hear me out, Disney XD, but the logo. Like, do you see? He's like, it's giving like Skater Boy, but like cool. Like he has layers to him. You see? Bro, I need to get a job. I need to get a job. I need a job. Whatever. You know what I'm saying. Oh my gosh, does anybody remember Walk the Prank? that was my favorite Disney XD show. I love Walk the Plank. I mess with it so heavily. Like, I used to talk about that all the time, and nobody would know what I was talking about. And it would make me, like, sad, because why not, though? Anyways. Okay. Hot take, but I don't think anyone is, like, 100% gay or 100% straight. Depends on how you look at it, though. Depends on how you look at it. Because, you know, we're all people of nature. And I'm not going to speak too much on this, actually. You are what you are. You aren't what you aren't. I'm going to just leave that right there. Hear me out. Dr. Facilier, the voodoo man from Princess and the Frog. And I guess so. But he started like messing with Tiana too much, and that's where I draw the line. Because you're not about to sit here and play in my girl's face. And I thought that his song in the movie is one of my favorites. I liked it. It's definitely one of my favorites. And the song that Raymond, am I saying his name right? Raymond, whatever. The Firefly. The Firefly song is one of my favorite songs too. I love that song. Okay, this looks like a hot take. Once you hit the age of 65, you should have to work at least part-time for 6 months at a fast food chain to get experience with having social skills. But why though? Once you hit the age of 65, some people don't even retire until they're like 70 though. And this depends. If you've retired, I don't see why they need to get social skills. You had 65 years to learn how to speak. If you don't got it by now, that's your fault. I mean, you see, like, you know how like a lot of people say that old people shouldn't get like discounts and stuff because they had so many years to stack their bread. I think this applies. It's just like they had 65 years to learn how to speak to people. If you haven't figured it out by now, you're just gonna have to be weird. I don't know. But why make them work? They're 65. I'm gonna be honest, hot take, 65 ain't that old. It's not that old. Honestly, to be honest. But I don't see why they should have to work to learn how to get experience with people. I don't get it. I don't get what you mean by that, only because it's just like, you say experience, but what do they need that experience for? I think they've experienced enough. I mean, you're almost at a decade. What? I'm in a century. I'm not stupid. I meant the century. You're almost at a century. I don't think you need any more experience than what you already have. So I see it, but I don't. Actually, no, I just don't. I'm gonna be honest. I literally just don't. Okay. Next one. Cause my Wi-Fi tripping. Hot take, it's low-key backhanded to comment body T or something along those lines on a post of someone who is overweight when they are literally not posting anything regarding their weight. Let them post something without being swarmed with compliments about something they did not post about. And I noticed that a lot, where it's like some people will be like, a Greek god would die for you. Okay, do we got Greek gods now? No. Like, and another thing, I mean, if you could comment body T on a super skinny girl, why can't you comment body T on a subjectively not so skinny girl? You know what I mean? Like, if you're not this thin, that doesn't mean I still can't say your body isn't T. What do I compliment you as? And people are entitled to give compliments. I think this is subjective. What you're saying is subjective, because I think that person who posted that, depending on what the commenter is saying, the way they interpret that depends on their own self-esteem, their own self-confidence. They can see body T as a compliment. Oh yeah, you know, I got it going on. If they're like insecure or they don't want to hear something like that, they'll probably think, okay, they're making fun of me. I think that's really subjective, and it really depends on the person that's posting said content, because, you know, if you're confident in yourself, if someone posted under my post and was like body T, I take that as a full-fledged compliment. Someone that's not as secure or confident in themselves may not agree with that. And that's okay. You know, we're all different. I think that's subjective. I do see what you're saying though, because Because some people will go out of their way to say overly weird comments, and it's just like you're forcing the compliment. You see what I'm saying? You're forcing it though. So it depends on when it's like an innocent, when it's something, okay, maybe depends. It depends on how the comments were meant it and how the content creator interprets it. That's what I'll say. But I do agree with you. Thank you for sharing that. Okay, next one. Hot take, you should inconvenience yourself to show up for other people. Not like let others take advantage of you or anything, but you should be willing to support the people who support you, even if it costs you money or takes your time. And I agree with that. Actions will always speak louder than words. I don't care who you ask or what you say. You can literally say one thing all day long. Oh, I was gonna go do that thing for you. I was gonna go buy you flowers. I was gonna go support you. I was gonna watch your video. But you didn't though. Your actions can't contradict your words because now I can't trust you because now you're a liar. You see how that works? And it's just like, let's think about it. Let me think. You should be willing to support the people. Right though. Because let's say this, you would want somebody to show up for the thing that everybody said they weren't coming to, right? When you have people that show up and show out and support you, you feel more accomplished. Like, yeah, you should be proud of yourself. But when other people outwardly show that they're proud of you and that they're really showing up and showing out at the fact that you did this thing, they weren't there to see all the tryhards. What's the word? Hardships. Not tryhards. Hardships. Sorry, I'm kind of hungry. But anyways. Dang, what the freak? Anyways. But no, yeah, I totally agree with this. For me personally, I'm someone that when I find out you're interested in something, I go research it. And I find out how can I be interested in this too, so you don't feel like you're the only one that's interested in this thing. For example, he ain't never gonna watch this anyways. One of my best friends, he is all for robotics, and I'm not gonna lie, I don't really care. I don't really know nothing about that. But we had robotics club at our school, brand new, you know, not a crap ton of members, but I decided to join it too because he's interested in that thing. You know what I'm saying? Even though I'm not completely interested in it, it's what's the problem with learning about it? You see what I'm saying? I might as well go out and I might as well learn about that thing because my friend loves that thing, and now I want to go see why you love it so much, and I want to bond over that so I can learn more about you. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you have to go out of your way. Sometimes you have to do things that you don't really want to do. But it all comes back to you. Sometimes being selfless, it goes a long way because you'd want that same thing in return. And I can say that because he ain't never finna watch this video, so it don't even matter. Yeah, no, I agree with what you're saying. Okay, next. Hot take, Raising Cane's is nasty and it tastes like they boil their chicken. The sauce carries. And I agree with you. The only reason people go to Raising Cane's is to eat their sauce, but if that's the case, go to Zaxby's. Like I said before, their sauce literally tastes like Zax sauce. They don't season anything they cook. They don't. Zaxby's is so much better. I don't understand why people eat Cane's. It's not good. It's not worth the hype. It's just, and then you gotta sit there and you gotta pay for it. They give you one sauce and you gotta sit there and pay for another sauce. Zaxby's will give me 2 sauces up front and now I don't gotta pay. So what now? I agree with this. Raising Cane's is not that freaking good. Okay, this is the last one. I didn't think I'd get to all of them, but I did. Hot take, the number 9 is a girl. The number 9 is a girl. And you know what? I think number 6 is a girl too. I think 6 and 9 are twins, but they're like opposites. Like, number 6 is more preppy and enthusiastic and extroverted. Number 9 is more more alt slash goth, more introverted, more kept to themselves. I agree with this. And that's really specific too. And can I say this? I tried explaining this. I tried explaining this back a couple months ago and nobody understood what I was saying. But hear me out, okay? October, Thursday, orange, and 8 p.m. are all the same. They're the same. They have the same vibe. And fall with that. They're all the same. You can't tell me otherwise. You literally can't. They have the same vibe. Like, okay, blue, cold, Tuesday, and winter, they all go together. And you can't tell me otherwise. I think winter is blue. Obviously, fall or autumn is like orange and red. Duh. Spring is like yellow and pink. And summer, I hate summer. No. There's no way you guys miss getting bitten by bugs all day long. No. I don't like summer. But I do agree, the number 9 is definitely a girl, and I like that you said that. Thanks. Well, guys, we're out of hot takes. And hear me out. But you guys said a lot. This video is about, bro, this about it. Can I talk? Okay, I'm ready now. This video is about to be hecka long. I'm excited to edit it. Because it's going to take a minute. It's going to take a minute. It better come out before the 4th of July. What's today? June 26th. So I'm gonna work hard on it, I promise. It's gonna take a minute. Once I log in, it should be out by like, and you know what, I don't want to put a stamp on it because then you guys are gonna be like, why did it take longer than that? So I'm just gonna say it's gonna take a minute. But this was actually like so much fun. I'm so excited to edit this and drop it and like get all your guys' reaction. This is fun, guys. My next video, I already have the next idea, so stay tuned. We have to drop more. I promise I'm gonna upload more videos. I be getting lazy, honestly. I'm lazy. But I hope you guys enjoyed this because I know I did. Some of y'all's opinions I'm not agreeing with, but it's okay because we're all entitled to our own opinion sometimes. Okay, guys.